Washington Post reporting that Governor Jeff Landry plans to postpone the May 16th primary. This follows the news that the Supreme Court had thrown out the congressional map. It would allow, if it were suspended, lawmakers to redraw the congressional map. The justice is ruling today that the map that created a second black majority district was unconstitutional. In doing so, it also threw out part of the Voting Rights Act. The Post says the decision to suspend the election could come on the part of the governor as early as Friday. Landry's office has not commented.